and gentlemen, to tonight's program, Conversations with Thurman. I'm Thurman, as most of you know, who's been tuning in to our regular programs. And a giant new Wednesday to us all, because we are wiser, and we're supposed to be wiser than we were yesterday and the day before yesterday. Well, how's the weather where you are? Better? Warm? Hey, this El Nino and whatever. Man, the weather patterns are changing all over the globe, you know. Some people are really facing a lot of bad weather, you know. But like, we have to deal with it. That's the way nature is. Sometimes there are consequences for the products that we produce, the air pollution, the factories, and, you know, polluting the air and so forth. And our leadership is very concerned about our environment and what is happening to it, to the polar caps and the weather and the oceans. I've heard that the coral in the ocean, coral sea. I don't know if you know what corals are, but they're at the bottom of the ocean, and they're beautiful sights. They look like stone, beautiful stone designs and creativity. But actually, they are living creatures. But you wouldn't, to look at them, you wouldn't think so. But they are diminishing, and that is a problem, you know. I know a lot of people that practice skin diving and so forth who were used to seeing the coral reefs, and now they're disappearing. A lot of species are disappearing. We have animals and so forth who, you know, they are human beings becoming, they're, you know, they are positive. They're thinking positive about human beings now, seem like, as if they would other creatures of prey. So we have to look at the weather and how it is affecting the animals in relationship to each other. Well, let's see, what is in the news? What is it? Oh yes, everybody knows that someone we love dearly, Muhammad Ali, Cassius Marcellus Clay, passed away, and he is hopefully in heaven, and we hope that heaven is the paradise that of a goal. And another thing, on a more pleasant note, the Cleveland Cavaliers are the NBA champions. LeBron and his pal Irving, Kyrie Irving, good job, both of you, good job. I knew you could do it. I knew you could. And you know, I doubted it, and then I didn't doubt it. Matter of fact, I was downtown at the parade. Man, was it people there. I had to wait an hour, you know, taking little minuscule steps, like to go 1 block. 1 block. An hour. All of an hour to go 1 block. So I'm telling you, it was a lot of people. Well, I didn't get to see LeBron. I didn't get to see the parade because it was really, you know, I was a little pressed for time, and I had to, you know, I had some other thing. Matter of fact, I had to do this show. I had to get ready for it and everything. But like I said, I congratulate the Cavaliers for being champions. He's still my guy. He's my guy anyway. A lot of people in my neighborhood felt that, you know, well, I don't. Matter of fact, I'm not into basketball. Never have. Matter of fact, I have watched I think 1 or 2 basketball games in my lifetime. So I wasn't into it that much, but you know, LeBron, he's a man. He's a super athlete. I mean, you gotta look at it like that. Like Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, you know, Sugar Ray Robinson. Those people, they are super athletes, and LeBron is certainly one of them. So, you know, like I said, that's what it's really all about. That's what it's really all about. Well, tonight we want to talk about a little conversation about management. Self-management and realizing who we are. How do we realize who we are? Number 1, we have to have knowledge about our personal life as individuals. As individuals. I'm not talking about as collective people. I'm talking about as individuals. Individuals with experiences that recall, have a memory recall of their past and every little minute things that they have done. We're talking about that self-management. How did they conduct themselves in order to fashion and create the person that they are today? Are you proud of who you are today? Are you comfortable with who you are today? What you have become from birth? Are you comfortable with the way you managed yourself, the decisions that you made, and the decisions that influenced what you did on a daily basis? Number 1, how we carry ourselves. You know, how do we feel about it? Do you care for yourself? You know, like dress, you like to dress, you like to put on clean tire, or you just like to just be comfortable person, just what they call it, a lazy type of attitude dress, comfortable. Well, how do people see us? Most people see us that way because that's how most people are dressing now. They're dressing casual. And they fit into the in crowd. But now people like wearing tie, jacket like this. They have to be around those type of people because nowadays if you wear a tie and a jacket someplace out and you're not in a car or something like that, you're going to look like a very odd person. They're going to say, wow, who is this? This is a stranger. It looks strange. That happens to me, a lot of people. But see, I dress like this because I grew up this way. I've been in business, doing business ever since I was a young lad of 20-some years old. So I carry an umbrella. But you know the real reason I carry that umbrella? Because I'm used to having something to carry, like my jacket over my arm or a briefcase. So I usually like to have something to carry, But how do we feel about others? How you feel about your friends influences them, influences their thinking about what they think about you. You have many friends. Do you trust your friends? Do you feel that your friends are talking behind your back, but smiling when they get around you? Or maybe you have something that they wish you to share with them, but really they don't feel that comfortable with you because of the way you influence them by your thinking, or by your beliefs, or by your behavior. And you could be a really nice person, but the vibes that others get from you is what is happening. And you're giving off vibes. Most of us give off vibes that we're not aware of. We don't even know anything about. And to a lot of people, it can be embarrassing. And they say, oh, we're embarrassed by your behavior, or we're embarrassed by the way you're doing things. But you think you are being normal, a normal person. We are all normal people. So you think you're being normal. But others are being indifferent about it. You're disturbing others. Maybe. I'm not saying you are, but you could be. And in this day of double standards, when people, like Muhammad Ali used to say, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, rumble, young man, rumble, yay. But they're not doing that this way. That nowadays in this new American intellectual culture, what they're doing now is they're rumbling with their intelligent minds. And when you begin to rumble with your intelligent mind, then your peer group and the people that you look up to, your management group, your management government, then you're beginning to compete in a way that might be very embarrassing to them. They might become hostile towards you for being too intelligent. So you don't want to get too intelligent. You want to maintain your cool. You want to make sure that other people are comfortable, because you don't know it all. Because they know that they know more than you do. And you know what you know by reading what they have taught you. So when you try to outdo them intellectually, then a lot of times, they feel like you are trying to correct them, and so forth. And we're having a lot of problems with that today. So we need self-assurances. Others need self-assurances. They need to be assured that everything is going to be all right. They need to be assured that the relationship that they have will not be influenced improperly by what you know. A lot of times what you know, you should keep it that way, as what you know. Until somebody say, well, share with us what you know. It's called encouragement in this new American intellectual culture. It's a culture of encouragement. Encouragement is when somebody say, well, you can do this, or your management said, you can do this, or you can do that. It's all right to do this, it's all right to do that. But then when you're out of their presence, they frown upon you. They encourage you, but at the same time, they feel that their own preferences, or what they call bias. They are biased at what you're doing. They have different preferences, but they allow you to do what you do and explore you, while they sort of confirm what they really believe about their own experience and what they do. They use you as a measure as whether they should correct themselves or not correct themselves. But you should allow them to encourage you to do that, so you won't be the one. You won't be the one that becomes disappointed because they were merely encourageable, and that's all. You see, you want to keep a good relationship with your management. Your self-management first. What you think about yourself. Are you proud of yourself? And then you think, well, I'm other people. So what do I think about me if I'm other people? But remember, we all think differently about each other. You see. So, you don't want to be discriminated. And in the workplace where workers are discriminated by their management because their management have preferences. And discrimination. If you're going to be a good manager, a friend of mine told me one time that it's all right to be discriminative and have preferences, what you like and what you don't like, because you have reasons why you don't like something. You see, if you're being discriminatory, you should have reasons, sound judgment to discriminate. I know a lot of times there's a lot of things that I don't like going on. I don't like a lot of the way people manage, our social management these days. I don't agree with a lot of things that's happening. We got election time coming up, but man, are we having a wonderful time? We're being entertained. It's very entertaining, and I think if every country joins in on the theater of entertainment rather than the theater of war, and entertain the world with their new intellectual powers, I believe that we really have something going on, and it's going to really work out for us. Something very good is going to work out for us. So, well, I have to go now. I hope that I have said something that that motivates you to excellence, motivates you to your highest heights, and motivate you to achieve and accomplish the goals that you set for yourself. As an individual, remember, individuals count. Individual and longevity. You want a life of longevity and well-being as an individual. You want to be wiser and think about your past experiences and how you can make changes to better yourself, and think about the decisions you have made. What if you had made another decision? Would things have been better for you or not? So you have to look at that, and then you use that as a measurement as to, what decisions that you are going to continue to make to improve yourself. I'm not saying change yourself, because change is different. Now I'll tell you the difference in change. Usually my son and I, we on Father's Day, we usually go out and we have us a really wonderful time. But this Father's Day, we didn't get together. And for some reasons I'm not going to mention. But that was change. It wasn't improvement, it was change. So the changes that we're going through, might not be changes that we prefer. We desire a lot of things, but these changes, these preferences, we might not prefer the change, and we rather prefer an improvement of what we have been doing. So I hope that you enjoyed this little talk today, and remember, self-management comes first. Make the proper decisions. You have problems. You have problems. Solve those problems. You know what those problems are. But I know you cannot solve those problems all the time, because other people are going to be competing with you. Sometimes anything you say is not the right thing, because somebody else wants to be wiser than you. Somebody else wants to know more than you. So when you make your decisions and you want to solve your problem, think about how to solve their problems with how you behave according to collective conduct. This is Thurman saying, until next time, peace, well-being, longevity, and much happiness to us all. Thank you very much.